Welcome back. I'm back with another video on a new silhouette for me. So the last couple videos I have put out have been on a new silhouette. It's not really a conscious decision, but I suppose I've just been looking at different models. If you're new to the channel, then I love Air Max, all things Air Max, but I also like old school runners as well, retro runners like Diodoras and New Balance, 990s, 991s, all that kind of good stuff. I've been getting into New Balance recently in the last couple of years, and so I'm seeing models pop up and colorways that I like, and I'm happy to experiment with them. So today is nothing different. I've got a pair of made in the USA 998s from part of the Teddy Santis collection. Can't remember which collection it is, but the most recent one, not the one that's just dropping now. And yeah, I realized colorway, so I thought I'd pick them up, get them in hand to see what they're all about. So today I'm going to look at this New Balance 998 made in the USA in this brown colorway. So this pair of New Balance 998 is obviously an old school runner, old school model. It's part of the Teddy Santis collection. It's made in the USA, so the materials are premium. It's an old school silhouette. It's got features like that kind of extended bit on the toe box, which is a feature I would say of old school retro runners. The cushioning system looks pretty old school. So they just really caught my eye. I think the colorway are amazing. You can see that the bulk of this trainer on the midsole is in this sort of deep chocolate brown color. Then it's got hits of this really lovely green. There are two different shades of green. There's a green on the N logo, and there's also the green on the rear portion here, which I think is, I don't say emerald, but it's a very vibrant green color. And then you've got more of a kind of muted green color on the toe box, and then sections on the ankle collar here as well. The other color that you have here is this sort of, I would say, this kind of camel-y color here, which again is on the toe box just below the laces, and then on the rear there. Then you've got the made in USA New Balance logo in red, and you've got the New Balance stitched in at the rear portion there. So it has lots of features I really like. Stitching I think is important to me. I don't like things being pressed on, ironed on. It's not a good look for me. Underneath the midsole is pretty simple and straightforward. You just have a hit of a cream there, and the majority of it is in black. And then you also have this TPU section here, I guess to provide stability on the ankle area. So I tried these on and I think they are relatively comfortable. My only gripe with them, and it's a pretty big gripe for me, is that the toe box is very narrow. I took all the advice that I could online, and I got these in a UK 10.5. In every other New Balance pair that I have, and I only have 5 pairs, so it's not that many, I have 991 V1s made in the UK, and I also have 991 V2s made in the UK, and they fit me in a UK 11. And I have tried them on the UK 10.5 and they're way too tight. These, even though they are a UK 10.5, they're still relatively roomy in the toe box area. And as I've kind of got older and I've spent a lot of time obviously researching trainers and wearing trainers and being into the whole thing, I've come to realise that I think at the front I like my toes to kind of splay out. Perhaps it's because I've been embracing the whole barefoot aesthetic and the whole barefoot sort of philosophy. I'm not willing to put up with any discomfort with my footwear anymore. So I'm not saying in any instance that these are particularly uncomfortable, because I don't think that they are. I just think for my foot shape, they don't suit exactly where they need to be. Another model that I've picked up fairly recently as well and just tried on is this Lunar Roam pair. The Lunar Roam is just a little bit wider at this point of the forefoot. And you can see that this is a much more narrow silhouette, or it certainly is to my eyes. So even though they're the same size, both UK 10.5, I find the Lunar Roam is much more comfortable, and that for me is a bit of a priority. Although having said that, this model really does look good, and I think as retro runners go, this is a really good looking pair. I think this colorway is fantastic. They retail at £220, which I think is such a high price for what they are. I understand the materials are elevated, but I think even still to charge over £200 for a retro runner with the technology is pretty antiquated. Technology is not as comfortable as many of the newer silhouettes. I think to charge £220 just because of premium materials is a little bit much. They're currently on sale, which is how I would buy them. I would not pay £220 for these in any world, but I would pay 110, 120 perhaps, because I think that it's a beautiful silhouette and I think the colourway is really nice. It's something that I could see myself wearing going forward. What are your thoughts and feelings on this? I bet there's loads of New Balance heads out there shaking their heads, you know, tutting, thinking, what's this guy talking about? It's a classic, they're comfortable, all that kind of good stuff. And you know, I'm just giving my opinion, but definitely a trainer that I think are interesting. Teddy Santis did a really good job with this colourway. If it's a kind of pair that fits for you, then it's all good. So as always, let me know what your thoughts and feelings are on this pair of trainers. Are you a massive fan of the 998? Do you like this particular colourway? What are your thoughts on Teddy Santis and his different collections? If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, please comment, please share it, and subscribe even better. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Peace.